table for the offices in my co-working space today. Make sure this is, we'll get this squared away here in a second. I think maybe this might be the angle I want. There we go. So again, for those that have been here before, I am Ryan Howe. I am a business coach, but I also own a co-working space here in Northern Michigan. And today, coming live here, we're gonna be working on putting together three of these office sets here. I've got some folks coming in to take a look at the building here, and I want to be able to have this up for them so they can just kind of see the layout for first folks. So hopefully I earn your subscription today. Again, I come live doing this pretty consistently here in the office spaces I'm working on things, or if I have stuff going on I want to be able to chat about. And then on the flip side of that, you also can see me live in my garden, also doing gardening videos, as well as today at noon, I have a masterclass video dropping of meetings that I presented to a conference here in Michigan just the other day. It's great. It's one of my favorite topics to talk about is meetings. I know it's weird to say, but when meetings are done right, everything is better. So, all right, well, let's get this thing cracked open here. Again, I got this from Amazon. I will, once this is done, and this is posted, I'll link, I will put a link to the Amazon, basically spot where I got these chair and table sets, because they think they look pretty cute. So, says, do not, all right, real quick. So as we're paying attention to this, we always want to, be reading through these things. And one of the first things we see on the top here is, do not cutter, do not open with a sharp object. So it tells me not to use this. So I won't. Pay no attention to me. I'm not using a sharp object to open this. This thing's pretty dull. Let's go with that. We'll say it's pretty dull as we're opening it here, folks. Let's go with that. So, yeah, but no, man, today, so we've got in the last week, well, I guess it'd be 2 weeks ago now. 2 weeks ago, we got over 2 feet of snow over the course of like 5 days. And then now we've had a nice little stretch of warm weather and no like yuck weather. And now today it dropped. We got a little system came through, just dropped like 3 inches of snow on us, and just didn't really want to wake up to that today. We have to deal with that. All right, so let's take a look at this here as we're opening this up. Make sure this thing stays where folks can see it, because we want to make sure to remind folks to do that thing. Ooh, my goodness. So now a big portion of this is just trying to get this thing rolling here. We can see, once I get this out here, be able to kind of see the design. Kind of see, it's going to be backwards for y'all, but I think chairs and tables. I'm excited to see this little table. It looked pretty neat in the design. Comes with assembly instructions, which I'm sure are pretty straightforward. This is nothing here. Let's look at the pack to see what really, let's see what we got here. So it's coming with, we got everyone loves these bolts. These are good. So it looks like it's all the same apex. We got plugs for everything. Stuff for the bottom. This looks like it's pretty straightforward. This should be a pretty straightforward build. I love that for us. I had to show you what I was up against. So this, try to get in the hole here. This is double desks, right? So people want to rent a space, they get this one, or they can get this one. So that build that made me sad. I'm gonna turn the light on over here, give a little extra light. Oh, we don't like that color. There we go, match it up. Yeah, that one made me sad because my goodness, was that a lot of parts and pieces. It just took a lot. All right, so let's see the color on these. Now what's really nice is I have a spot in my, let's get it over here. I'm gonna have you guys come up a little bit. There we go. Let's not have you. Here you go. Come up to eye level. Hey guys, what's happening? So what's nice, in my town, we have a spot where we can drop off all of our cardboard and all this like plastic and all this other garbage. So what's really great about it is we can get it and we're not, I don't have to throw it away or waste it. So we like that. All right. So this looks like it's the back. I think it's pretty nice. Let's look at the color here. Yeah, looks good. It's gonna look pretty sharp. I've got a lot of blue in this building, so I think that's gonna be pretty cool. So, got that. Just gonna put this over here for now. Here would be chair back numero dos. And again, this set wasn't too expensive. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. There'll be I think they normally put something in here. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was like $200, right around $200 for the set. So it's two chairs and a cool little funky table, which we get. All right, so there's that. Actually, here, before we get to these, let's do the bottoms. Got these pieces here. It'll be interesting. So yeah, appreciate y'all coming out here today, just kind of hanging out. Yeah, I know, right, Billy? Thanks for. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about them, to be honest. They, if you've, especially for my clients when they come in here, I want them to be able to have a nice professional office space, and especially if they're bringing their clients in here, you want to have a nice spot for them. So that's kind of the idea, Not sure what these looks like, just like little cross member pieces here. Let's see. Should be pretty fun to put together. That's the theory, at least. Okay, so we got those. Those are doing their thing. Try to keep our plan. Let's see the bottoms here, and we'll give this. We're going to give you guys a test on how these are. We'll give them a little thump test, so you can kind of see how solid this is for foam. Oh, that's a good sign. We like that. We like this. Get that? All right, so we have got, let's see what we got underneath here. So it's not just foam. Let's see what we got for Velcro. So not only is it foam, but we also have the springs here, which are great. So those are going to actually hold up over time, which is kind of nice. Got this here, but that's pretty solid. I think that's going to be okay. I like that. And then if I have to break these down for whatever reason, because a client, customer may not want them, this I can store a lot of pieces in here too. So that'll be nice. I think that's going to be all right. Cool. So yeah, so I was mentioning earlier, man, I had a pretty good day. Hey Isaac, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. I had a pretty good weekend. I was speaking at so again, nice and solid. We like that. Cleaning Business Fundamentals conference here in Michigan. I was asked to come speak and talk about meetings and how to be better at meetings and basically, help run your business better. It's a big part of what I do as a coach with my clients. So that was fun. What a great group of professionals they are, and they're focused. Man, I'll tell you, that's the other thing. I work with a lot of clients, and all my clients are awesome in their own way, which, it's the people I work with. I'm pretty picky about I work with. And this group, if there was one defining characteristic that I could say about this group that I worked with, and I let them know this, so this isn't me speaking out of turn, was focus. They are focused on having the best run businesses that they can possibly have. It was pretty cool. I'm nothing even to lie about here. It was, everything was, their questions were so detailed on how they can improve margin here. Hold on. So I just sliced myself a little bit. We're gonna go for a walk. Come check out the office space here. I don't want to get any blood on my new chair. So we're gonna take a quick medical break and get a little. I got a little cardboard just caught on the corner, so we don't want that. So going through one of my offices that I had set up for folks here. So when they come in, what they get, this is a pretty decent sized office that they'll have. It's got a standing desk, right, to move up. They get a chair. They're going to get a 22-inch monitor to plug into. There's going to, along with a, what's the phrase? Put this right here while I'm doing my thing. There's a little docking station that they'll have too. So they can come in and do that. And then the other side of it is they get access to the coffee bar and stuff here. They can use, this is for their guests, anybody that have come in. They can use these cool, like little duck coffee mugs I found, things like that. And there's a little conference room space that they have access to as well. That they get, if they rent an office, they're going to get some time with it automatically, but if they need more, they can rent more. It's fine. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Let me get this piece here. It's not like I'm bleeding a lot, but like I said, I don't want to get any blood on the new furniture. That would just be weird, All right, there we go. There we go. Welcome. I was a big boy. Big boy didn't get worried because I got cut. We handled it. Handled it nicely. All right, let's get back to putting stuff together here, folks. Back to putting stuff together. Save a little light, a little energy there. But yeah, these shouldn't take too long to put together. They look like they're pretty straightforward. So I like that. All right, so you will go right about here, I think, is where we need to be living at. Okay, all right, so continuing on, just kind of taking these guys apart here. Just getting all of our pieces out. But anyways, as I was talking to those folks, I tell you, it was pretty cool. Good conference, a lot of high energy. That's what we're looking for in life. We want to see high energy when you go to those conferences, because if you've ever been to conference before, you know what it's like to go and like the speaker is tiresome. But man, if the rest of the folks that are there are not active, you know, they're not high energy, everything just kind of slows down, you know. It's just like it's like working through the mud, you know. We don't want that. And for me, what's really fun is I get the opportunity to work at a high level as well too. Like I get to put on my and again continue to practice my overall speaking. One of my favorite things to do is go and speak to groups. One, it's good for marketing, right? It's always good to be able to go out and, you know, and advertise. People see you in the wild saying things and helping them get better. That's good for them. And then on the flip side, you know, you get to practice kind of thinking on your feet, because you know once you start working with your customers, they are, you know, you kind of get to know them and you get in a rhythm. You kind of, and my job is to keep it fresh, so we're constantly changing things up. But you know, they do look at things from their way, which is fine. That's what's made them successful, so we want to support that. But when you go out into the wilderness, right, to a conference, man, you are dealing with folks that are they look at the world completely different. You know, they also haven't had the benefit of hearing a lot of what you have to say, so they look at the world just a little bit askew. Like, let me give you an example here. So folks that haven't been with me for a while, you know, when we look at hiring, you know, as far as building out the funnel that people have for hiring, right, put out jobs, etc., you know, the vast majority of people, the vast majority of business owners think that when you put out a job ad, what you're doing is trying to hire the right person. And that's not what you're trying to do. That is not what job ads are for. Job ads, your entire applicant funnel should be designed to help the people who are not a right fit for the job to self-select and not apply. Like, that's what you want to build out. You want to build your funnel in a way that people naturally, of course, do not apply for your job if they're not a right fit. Like, that's the mentality we want to keep. All right, so here's one box kind of emptied out. Just put that there for now. We're going to use this kind of my little workspace here so y'all can see what's going on as we break this out. But that's the idea. So when I talk to my business owners, right, and I talk to people who are applying for jobs, I say you really shouldn't be looking for jobs that are for you. You want to be trying to find the jobs that you know you won't be successful at, and stay away from them, and really understand what you really won't do well at. And if the business owners are doing their job correctly, they're writing their job ads in a way that's going to say, yo, hey, you or whoever you are, you know, hey, you aren't going to be successful here. Don't apply. And the people who are a natural fit are going to look at what the requirements are and be drawn to it naturally. And I've used this with my clients for years now. This idea, this mentality, man, bubble wrap for days here, guys. I've used this with them for a while, and it's really successful. But if you've never heard that before and never been, as a business owner, never had to experience that and understand, you're like, oh, like it's a revelation for them, that they can now have something actionable to go after. Anyways, but my clients that work with me, they know this. So it's always fun to go to these conferences and speak in front of groups of new people and offer them these new opportunities, ways to think about how they can run their businesses better, help support their their clients and their employees. You know, like that's really the big piece. And you know, for those of you who aren't business owners that are watching this in here right now, I just, you know, little secret that you don't hear all very much, and it doesn't seem it, but I spend in my time with my clients and business owners, we spend more time talking about our employees than anything else. It's how we can better help the employees. It's now I'm particular about who I work with, and this isn't like carte blanche with all business owners, but the business owners that I work with, that's one of the core like tenets, fundamental pieces of who they are and that I work with them is that we're focused on the employees. Period. Dot. What can we do to make their lives better? And a lot of that comes down to how we structure the overall business, the processes, hiring. So we spend a lot of time there. What the compensation looks like, things like that. So it's a unique. I want to say unique, but it is a unique. It's unique that opportunity to go and talk to new people that don't work with me. So I can continue just to reaffirm that continues to be the theme. No matter where I go, our conversations always seem to end up, how can we better take care of our folks? All right, so this is interesting here. We're gonna put this thing together now, this table. I'm gonna do the table first, just because it's interesting to me. I want to see how we're gonna do it. I think I know how it's gonna go, but we're gonna find out. All right, so let's go to our directions here. So again, those are just just stopping by, welcome. I am a business coach who works out of West Michigan. We're in my office space, my co-working space that I provided for folks, and we are, okay, so that goes in there, then this turns around and goes in there. Okay, so, and what we're doing is we're putting together guest furniture for folks that are gonna be coming visit them in the office. I provide all this stuff for my clients, so we're gonna be putting together a table here. I think I can probably, let's get the right size apex bit here for this. Let's open this up. Here's my cutter, right? We're looking for 6, so I think we're looking for these two here. I'm going to say it's probably these ones that are different. I got this whole group of them over here. So I got these two here that are different. And then I've got this guy, these 6 here that are different. So far, so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Times 5, cool. That's working out. And then I just got to get this middle piece out of here. There we go. Okay. So let's piece this together. I'm gonna have you guys come a little closer here while I'm working on this. I'm kind of far away. So you can just kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna bring you down just like this. There we go. Have you guys, you guys are here to watch the action, so let's watch the action, right? So let me get this thing set up. Get my apex bits here. Now the thing to do, now just FYI, for those that are watching and you don't put furniture together on a consistent basis, what I want you to understand is that when you're using your drill, right, your electric screwdriver here, that you need to have your clutch engaged, right? You got a series of numbers on here, it turns. So you want to have that clutch engaged, especially if you're dealing with anything wood related. Just have it on there. You can always turn it up, but I always try to start at 8 and see how that feels. And what that is it keeps you from stripping anything out. The other piece is you have 2 different speeds on your drill. Make sure you have it on 1. Like there's that, and then here's 2. See the difference? We want slow. That's what we're going for, to keep things from stripping. All right, so first things first, it wants me to do, let's see, P3, 3 pads. I'll get those pads in a second. So it wants 2 of the O's. Okay. So this one and this one. And we are going to put this guy top. Oh, here's the top. So it even tells me, like on the top here, it lets me know which one's the top. Look at that. Good. All right, so I gotta try to get this aligned here. All right, so, and I'm also measuring up the angles that they have on here to make sure we're good. So this goes here. So in theory, this should go just like this. All right. So what we're doing here is we got this little piece. Kind of hard to tell there, but it's got this piece here. And we're going to get this guy lined up with these two. And what do they have these 2 sections that are kind of, what's the word? Recessed, so that the top of the bolts here will be back and not sticking out, right? Like that's what they have. I'm just gonna take it nice and easy. And with this, we're not gonna go all the way down to start. We're just gonna get everything in, make sure everyone's centered, and we're just gonna give her a twist until we hear that. So you hear that noise? That is the clutch engaging, so that means we're not over torquing these, okay? So, and you said it's on nice and solid. So, and I've got this at 8. If it ends 8 and ends up not being the right answer, we'll make adjustments, okay? All right, so then I got 3 other screws. They're gonna go in here. I think there's really only one way to do this, the way this is designed, which is cool, good for us. So this is gonna go in here, just kind of like yay, right? So this is gonna be leading into the top of the top here for the table. And honestly, this table is what sold me on this set. I just thought it was pretty unique looking, kind of cool. And so yeah, I thought we'd just give it a look here, see how it's going. Okay, so I am gonna need my actual, where'd it go here? I will actually need my Apex, or my Allen wrench. So, not sure what they call this, like a hex wrench, I guess is what the phrase is. Whatever. It was always an Allen wrench for me when I was growing up. So, and it's because where this is at on the corner here, I can't get the wrench in there for it. So, or the drill. So we're just gonna have to take our time, do this a little bit. So, anyways, while we got more time here, for those again, if y'all checking in, you're like, man, aren't you the dude that also doing business stuff? Yes, I am. I am the business guy. If you've seen that, I do small business news. If you want to see that, that's something that I do. And I've been having some, it's weird, I've been having some videos that have been taken off for me lately, and I'm getting some really good conversations with the folks. It's been pretty funny. I got one on Starbucks that I did live. I thought I'd do live with it, and folks seem to like it, so that's kind of cool. And then I have this other piece where I did a video on, which I was really interested with, that's why I did the video, was on a survey that they did that was done with Gen Z employees about, you know, what do they do at work and how are they cheating at work, I think is the phrase that they used. You know, they're kind of slacking off at work. And it was just, so again, whatever. I ain't upset at anyone doing that. You're never going to hear me be like, oh, that's a terrible, well, I mean, yeah, you should be doing your work, but man, when I was their age, yeah, we were doing dumb stuff too. Like, it's just what you do. It's, again, I'm not saying it's okay, but I mean, I still can't be upset about it. I want to be mad about it because, you know, reasons, but all right, so this should go back this way. So kind of see how that table looks, right? Like I said, I just thought it looked pretty neat, you know, for a guest table. I thought it would be kind of interesting for my, wait, was it this side? I think we're gonna do this side. This side looks a little rough, so we'll do it on this side. Where is my, I think this is, trying to get this in here. Come on, buddy. Yeah, this is the right one, I think. Yeah, screws in there. This should be the right spot. All right, we'll get this, guys. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. Come on. Don't be silly, Ryan. You got this. Or do I have the wrong bolt? I don't think I have the wrong bolt, but let's check. Maybe I do. Seems like it's a little short. N2. How many total are there? N2. That's E. Right, this was N2. Okay, this is the right one, guys. So it's gonna fit in here. I just got to make it work. Okay, buckle in, folks. We got some entertainment going on today. That's weird. Why is... Okay, so we're going to go the other direction here. Oh, wait. Oh, come on, Ryan. Look at that. They're recessed. Oh, man, but did I mess that up? Okay, that's bad on Ryan. Bad on Ryan. All right. There you go, guys. That's entertainment right there for you. Why isn't this fitting? Because Ryan's doing it backwards. That's why. Okay, Polly. Oh. This guy started. Cool. Got him started. So let's get in here. Don't want this all the way down. There we go. Cool. Now, I'm assuming there's also going to be, what is this, P3. Let's see here. And then paste the foot pad to the bottom of the base. Foot pad. How many foot pads? 3 foot pads. So I got foot pads too. I got to put on this thing. P3. Which I don't think I need because it's going on carpet, but we're going to do it anyways, guys. It's going to be dope. All right. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 of them. They come with it. We're going to use it. And where do they tell me to put them? One here, and one there. Okay, so let's put them on. Do our foot pads here, and then we'll get the table up. Man, we are making such good ground here, guys. We're cruising. So, anyways, we got this first table done. I think I had no idea how this thing was going to go together, so it's kind of cool to have the table. We'll take a look at it here in a second once I flip it over. Give everything kind of, not necessarily a shake test, but we'll just give it a once over. Let's see how it looks, guys. Man, that's a cool little table. I like that. That's going to look nice. We'll put this in here because this is where it's going to go. You can kind of see the table there. All right, so we got the table done. Now it's time to do some chairs. Doing some chairs here. So we'll go back to our directions, and I think we're going to have a lot of oh boy, let's see here. So this has got E24 pieces. We got the 1 Allen wrench. All right, so it says it wants me to do the leg pieces first. So that's what we're going to do. So let's do the leg pieces first, and we're going to use a whole bunch of these guys. So let's cut these open. Might as well just get all this stuff ready to go. You know we're going to need it, right? I mean, we know we're going to need it, so let's just get it open. I don't want to get it out, though, because this does make a bit of a mess here. Okay. So this has got tighten them by 60. That's okay. See, that is really, really good advice they put on there. So they say put these together, but okay. So this is 2. I got left and a right, L and an R. Okay, L and an R. Here we go. Here we go. Says put them together, but only by 60%. So that's pretty cool. I like they actually put that in there because when you're putting this type of furniture together, for those that haven't done it much, you do not want to over tighten everything. Right? You come in and you tighten up everything after it's put together. Like that's the idea. All right. So we've got Left and right here. It says it wants this and needs a couple bolts here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 total. So let's get these guys rocking and rolling here. We're going to start on this side. Just kind of piece it together. And the holes look like they go this way. That would be my guess. Yeah, because they don't show out. Okay, all right. And what I was looking at here on the inside here, if you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but they've got these little areas that they actually have machine parts in there to hold the bolts. So that's what we're looking at. So I was just kind of figuring that out. But anyways, so I was talking with my business partner, Lisa. She owns a coffee shop down the street. We're part owners in the thing. And she's getting ready to go to South Africa here next month. It's pretty cool. She's going to South Africa for a charity bicycle race. She's being sponsored by Dave Matthews Band. And all the proceeds go to help out a bicycle club in South Africa to help, basically some of the poor youth that are there. It's pretty cool. Like she's, I love the fact that she's going there to do it. I love the fact that there are people that go and do these things. I spent time in the military and I was out and about a lot. And we were always doing, charity type stuff to help. And every now and again, so this is cracked, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I think we'll be okay. We'll see. I think we'll be okay. Should be pretty solid. I'm not going to worry about that too much, that crack. But we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But yeah, so she's doing her thing, and I think it's just awesome that she's going out, and I think I need a different apex bit. I do. I need a larger one. See, I should have checked that before I got started, folks. Boo, Ryan. All right, so let's go ahead and just get this guy down here. Stay, and let's find the right apex bit size here. Pretty sure I have it. Got roughly 1 million here, but I wouldn't doubt this would be the one time where I don't have it. I've been doing a lot of construction lately, and I got it. I had a couple apex bits go missing on me, but I did find it, so we're good. Look at that. But anyways, so she's going to be in South Africa, helping out. Bolt's already in there, Ryan. This was the test one. Come on. Basically doing this bike race. So she's been training, and we were just talking today. I'm working with her on getting her the social media stuff ready. And she's like worried what people are going to think about it. Like how are people going to take it that she's going to do this thing? And like I was telling her, and this goes out to anybody who works and has a business, or if you want to do a thing that you're excited about, don't worry about what people that think. If you like what you're doing, go do your damn thing. Go do it. If you want to put something out on social media, right? You want to post about it and do it. Do it. Don't worry about what the people that are around you are going to say, because you are not putting that message out for them. You're putting it out for you. And what I love about social media, your message will find the people it's meant for. Like, I don't know you folks I probably don't know the folks that we're on and are watching me right now. We may have talked in the chat, but there's a possibility I don't know you. But you found me, and we're having a conversation. I'm putting together furniture. Like, look at this guy putting together furniture in West Michigan. I'm not sure if he's cool, but I'm going to watch him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want folks to get over that idea that they need to be worried about what other people think, because it's not good. It doesn't make anything better. You know what I mean? It's people always, and it's because our families love us and care about us, but they don't want to see us get hurt or embarrassed or anything, bad happen to us. So they're always going to tell you to not do things because they don't want to see you hurt. All right, I'm going to look at, where am I going here? There it is. So we're going to be screwing in the bottom to the back here. But anyways, they're always going to have what they feel is your best interest in heart and try to talk you out of doing things. It's just what family does. It's what your friends do. They like you where you're at, but they also don't want to see you hurting. But you need to remember, when you're doing things, you're not doing it for them. That is probably one of the hardest things to remember, is when you are out doing stuff in the world, it's for you and the people that you find. All right, so on the bottom here, all right, we looked at here, you've got screw holes on the side, some on the bottom, and then on the other side, right? So this is going to be where the arms attach, and this is where the back attaches, okay? Don't get it twisted. That's kind of what I'm going after here. Just trying to remind you, we don't want to get this mixed up. Now you've got washers here. You just want to make sure the washers are in the right spot, and the washers are going to go on the bolt between the head and the wooden back here. Like that's, and it's to help you basically torque on the bolt without worrying about damaging the basically, you know, damaging the overall piece here. That's the idea. You want to be able to just kind of crank on this thing, and the washer helps spread the pressure around the hole, so you don't, you know, just tear right through it. That's the idea when you're working on those things. All right, come here, Mr. Drill. Now again on this, we are just going to kind of get this going. Want to get it started, get it down. Big thing on this, guys, when you are doing this, putting this stuff together, I cannot overstate, don't crank down on your bolts when you're doing them as you're doing them. Get them started, get everything kind of situated, and then, you hear that? You've got to make sure that your clutch is set on your drill. I've got it on number 1 on the side, on the top, so it's going at the slower rotation speed. And then I have the clutch, which is going to make sure I don't over tighten these. And for mine, on this type of stuff, I use 8. 8 seems to be, is pretty solid. If I need to come in and tighten it more, I will. But for right now, as we're sitting at it, we're getting settled, I'm going to keep it at 8. Like, that's kind of where we're living. All right, so there we go. There's that piece. Part of the chair is done. I think now we're just at the point where we need to kind of bring it together. Let me just double check. So the next spot here, as we're going through this, it's telling me to put the sides on. We figured that much out. And it's got bolts here, bolts on this side, and then it has some stuff for the bottom. So we're cruising here, folks. That's what I had a feeling. Once we got going with this, I had a feeling we were just going to start hammering through this. So I'm going to move my box, and we've got 3 sets here. So if you missed the first part where we put together that table, hang out. We're going to be doing it again here in a second as we work on these boxes. Like I said, I've got 3 sets to do today. I'm going to do as many as I can on stream here. I'm trying to get them all done before I have to work on, I have clients, potential clients coming today. So I need to, you know, I have some stuff I got to take care of. Now with this, when we're looking at putting this together, make sure you pay attention to the drawing. Somebody spent a lot of money on this, and you'll see it's got this taper on the back here. It's kind of hard to tell. Right about there, there's a little taper it can show, which means this is the back. That's what that means. All right, so let's get this guy in here. So this is going to go here. Right, and that's why we wanted it loose. That's why we wanted it loose there. So that sits right there in theory, right? And then we're just gonna put a bunch of bolts in. Yeah, let's go bolts. These are all gonna be put in basically nice and chill, nice and loose. We're just gonna drop them in here. Start here. Where's my Arch Apex guy here? We're gonna do this just to kind of get everybody started. There we go. And we're gonna come through with the drill and finish these off. But this will help me get everybody started. We're just getting the threads going. Just getting the threads going, so this will help hold it up. Cool, 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 cool. Look at us. Man, we are dangerous, folks. Dangerous here. All right. What a fun day, though. Like, I'm really excited. I'm actually, today is, you know, for those that have been with me for a minute here on this channel too, you know, I bought this building back in August. I closed in October, So since October, I've been working in here, getting office furniture put in, been running all of the data cabling. Don't tell the electric company, the electricians. I worked at a company that did that before. So we got the whole data network set up, painting, building out the website. We've been doing everything with it, which is fun because as a business coach, I tell people how to run businesses all the time. I provide advice to people on how to manage their businesses. So it was fun for me, as you can imagine. It seems weird to say that, but it's fun for me to be able to come in here and actually do all the stuff that I talk to my clients about. You know what I mean? I get to spend time actually doing business stuff. The actual operations piece. So I'm not really in that world anymore. Okay, buddy, you are not playing fair here. So what is not allowing you to come back here? We off. Okay, you're in. You count. Again, this is why we don't over tighten stuff, guys, when we're putting this together, because a lot of this is basically Jenga reverse. It's not the right thing. What's a good thing? Stressful Legos, whatever you want to call it. There's always something to it. Remember when I said we're cruising and we shouldn't have any issue getting a bunch of these done? That's what I get for talking. Let's bring it on the side here. What is going on here, dude? You need to get it together. Okay, where is my spot here? All the way there. Well, that's part of the reason. It's got fabric over the actual hole, so no wonder I couldn't get through there. There we go. I'm in. Okay, we started. Okay, that guy's in. This guy's in. That guy's in. Those guys are loose. Okay, so that's one side. Let's get this other side in. What an adventure. Man, I did not expect this to be as exciting as this is being. So, again, everybody who's just joining the chat, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day. Get to watch me struggling to put this thing together after I was getting cocky there for a little bit while putting this together. But this is part of the office furniture that I have that we're piecing together for my co-working space. That's what we're currently doing. This is the last bit for some of my clients here. This is their guest furniture that we're putting together. So, okay, cool. So those are all started. They're in. So now we can start. Okay. Just get them going and getting tightened down. So again, remember on this, I have my, the clutch is set. And you'll hear it when it does that little rank. That is the clutch doing its thing, keeping me from over tightening these things and possibly stripping the bolts. We don't want to do that. That is not what we want to do. Okay. Okay, so next spot here is that guy. Okay, I got 2 more bolts to do here, folks. How's everybody? Welcome to the chat, everyone. Good to see y'all. We are cruising here, putting together our office furniture here. We've gotten 1 chair done. We're on 1 chair and 1 table. So we're gonna test out the chair here. This is all right, guys. This is our first one we were testing here. Oh yeah. Oh, folks, yes, this is what it's all about right here. Man, I would love to be a guest for any of my clients right now to be able to sit in this chair. This is great. Man, that's great. And it's got the little springs in the bottom too, so everything's nice and solid. Cool. So we're gonna place this here. Got this guy done. See here. Again, if you haven't, hopefully I earned your subscription today. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. You can follow along on the channel as I do a few things. I'm in my garden. I'm obviously here in my co-working space doing these things. And then you can also follow along for my business channel as well too. I put out a lot of business content, small business focused, to be how you can, again, if you're an employee, how you can do better at work. Not better at work. I hate saying that phrase. How you can be more successful at work, I think is a better phrase for that. Not trying to say anything other than that. Just how can you be more successful? Now we've got these little tabs that are supposed to go at the bottom, but I don't know if I really want to put those on my, I think we should. Let's do it. We're gonna put some tabs on here real quick, folks. I think it says I'm supposed to do it, so we're gonna do it. I think at the end of the day, it'll help the carpet. We will see. All right. That's what I get for skipping steps, guys. So, all right. So we'll get this one done, and then what we're gonna do is come through at the end and throw all the little wooden plugs in after we have all 3 sets done. Like that'll be our finishing piece, quality assurance that we'll do to make sure that's there. Okay, anyways, all right, so that one's done. On to our next chair. So now we kind of got the rhythm down. I think we should be able to cruise. That's the theory, at least. So yeah, let's get on to our next spot. So the way we did this before is we got this set here. I'm gonna bring this box back over just for a little bit, so I'm not breaking my back leaning over. For those that aren't old, you understand what the sooner you can start doing that, the better your life's gonna be. Find ways to not be bending over all the time. For those that are old, you completely can empathize with me. I'm like, oh man, this guy, he gets it. He is on top of things. We're gonna do it this way. Just get these guys started. Now again, the directions on these, just, we've already read them once, so we're just gonna cruise now that we've got it kind of figured out. The directions were specifically don't over tighten these, only tighten these to 60%, which is what we're gonna do. Just tighten them to 60%. Get everybody kind of started. Coming with the drill here. Out they're going. Okay, and you just see it's loose. You want to make sure it's loose. I cannot overstate how important that is. Because we got to kind of, if you're here earlier, you saw we were kind of having to struggle a little bit to piece it together to get everything aligned. And that's what you're trying to facilitate by having this loose. Having it nice and easy. Okay, so on our next one here. Yeah, I'm excited for my clients to have these. Again, for my space here, it's a co-working space where, folks that can't afford a full office building and things like that, they can come in here and have an office, have an actual business address that they can do business at. They have a conference room that they can use. They get a certain number of hours when they rent, but it's a professional space for them to have. And I think that's so important for many small business owners who finally make that jump, to have an actual physical address. And that's one of the main reasons that I did this, is so that I could create a space. And it's not, by the way, this isn't like a charity space. I don't get grants. I'm here to make money. So just be clear on that. But it's not an incubator to where I've got federal grants and things like that. That's not what we're doing here. But I want to have a nice space in my area. I'm in rural Michigan. We were devastated when NAFTA came through and destroyed all of our economy. So, that's been years, and they're just now starting to get some green shoots back. But there isn't a quality office space here for folks that want to, have an office, right, for their work. So it's why I built this space and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm just super excited to be able to offer this for the folks around here. I'm super excited. It's gonna be great. Okay, so on this spot here, we are now attaching the back to, we'll call it the bottom, right? We'll call it the bottom. I'll come around this side so you guys can watch what I'm doing here. And what we did before on this is just to remember, to recall, these bolts right here are going to have washers on them because we are going into the wood here. And again, washers, what they do is they help spread the pressure out around so you don't tear up the actual material. Like, that's the idea. So that's why these washers happen to be going here. It's the one spot that you have washers. So just make sure that you are paying attention to that and use your washers. They're there for a reason. We want to have that. So, all right. Cool, man. All right. I mean, listen, the furniture doesn't exactly match like my desks that I have in there for folks, but again, I wanted to have stuff that was going to be relatively easy to replace. I'm going to have a lot of people coming through here, so some of the furniture isn't going to necessarily match up entirely, and that's okay. I'm not looking for match sets. I'm looking for stuff that's going to be quality for folks to be able to use. But yeah, man, that little table is sharp. I'm only going to end up using 2 of the 3 tables. So one of those, that little table that we have behind, you can't see it right now, is probably going to end up at my house holding a plant, I think, or 2. Let's go take a look at it here. Let me pop this off. So again, you guys heard there, remember when you're doing this, always have your clutch set. So like mine's on 8 right now. So when you get to the bottom here, right, you'll hear I can crank on it. And that now, again, that's the clutch keeping you from stripping out your stuff. That's what's happening there, folks. Okay. All right, so there we go. Got this piece. Now it's just time to bring it all together. That last bit. But yeah, this is the little table I was talking about here. That comes with the set. This is actually why I got the set. So oh yeah, look, subscribe. That'd be great if you did. But yeah, this actually comes with the set. This is why I got these. I could have got these blue chairs anywheres, but I thought this table was pretty cool on the set. And like I say, when this is done, if you come back, I'll drop a link to this set in Amazon in the description, but I can't do it until after the live stream's done. I'll get it in there later today. So, all right, so let's do this last piece here. Let's get you out of the way. So again, remember, we got everything nice and loose here. We're just kind of popping it in. And then we're going to, I'm going to do it this way. After I get it in, we're going to do it on its side. That seemed to work really well last time. So why not do that again, right? Try not to overthink it. So we got this guy in here. There. Just drop it on its side. Like I said, that worked somehow. I don't know why it worked better, but it did. So we're just going to do that. We're not going to overthink it. We're not in the overthinking business. We're in the let's get these chairs assembled today and stop screwing around business. Okay. So there's that one. There's that one. Got them started. And again, we are just getting them started. We're going to give everybody a little bit of a spin here just to make sure that they're in. Which these guys all are. But we're going to give everybody a little bit more of a spin here with this guy. But we're not tightening everybody up. We just don't want this thing rocking around all over the place, right? And damage the equipment. So then we're just going to flip it over. We're going to do this piece over here. Do the exact same thing. Just drop these 3 in there in the spots the same way. We start from the front and work our way to the back. Where those holes are at. Come here, where are you guys at? Give me the good stuff. There we go. There we go. Stop being all silly. Then this last guy was a pain. Look at this, man. So if you guys were here for the last when we did the last one, or that first one I should say, y'all know I struggled at that point. Obviously, I think we figured out the attack pattern. I think we're good. All right. So everyone is nice and tight now. So we're just going to come through here and lock them in. So it's gonna be loud here for a second as we go through, so don't worry about that. This one here. Okay. Flip it over. These guys here. Same thing, we got 5 more to tighten up here. We've already pre-tightened these a little bit. But we are doing our part. There we go. And again, I have the clutch on 8. It's the one that I normally do whenever I'm doing furniture. It just tends to keep it from being a problem. All right. Then we're going to do the feet here. All right, thought I heard someone out there. Okay. So we're going to finish off the feet here, and then we're going to kind of set it up in the office. Have you guys come in with me? We're going to put in the tabs here. We're going to take a look at it, see how we did. Okay. Then I've got 2 more sets of these to do. Good stuff. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today while I'm working on this. This is oh, I got people walking their dog going by. That's what that was. Okay. I'm in the downtown here. We got a bunch of snow, so it's a bit of a mess. So people are just making some noise while they're doing their stuff. Well, look at that chair, guys. All right, let's go in here. I'm gonna bring it in here. We're gonna find a spot for it. We're gonna set up the table. Why don't you guys come in here while I'm doing this? You guys want to be in here while I'm doing this? We just spent all this time together, right? You guys want to watch the table come together? Come on, Ryan. Sharing is caring. All right, so is this the corner? There we go. Again, we'll play around with this a little bit to find the spot here, what's going to look like, but we'll start here. Got this. We got our little table here. Again, we'll find the right area for this, but for right now, this is kind of what we're going with. Door comes to just about there, so we'll push it over a little bit further. It's fine. Okay. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys think this looks all right. I think it's pretty good. I like this. Cool. Yeah. Little guest chair, little guest spot. You can bring people in. They can have a conversation, talk about what's going on. So we got just one last thing to do here, which is probably one of the more important things, just from an aesthetics side of this. They come with, it's all right. Yeah, hey, thanks, Ghetto. I appreciate that. They come with these little plugs here that go in the side. Got some folks yelling out there. So let's come on down here and show you what we're going to be doing. Bring you all right in here for this. Right here. All right, so on the side where I did the holes at, right here you can see, like the spot right here, what we're going to do, it comes with these little tabs. We're just going to pop them in there. They're going to stick out a little bit, and that's fine. We ain't worried about that. But it's just going to cover up the holes, so it looks a little bit sharper. Is there a TV in here? No, there isn't a TV, but so with all of my, I'll give you guys a quick show here. So what we end up with all of my, when people come and rent here, right? This one comes with a nice little window so we can see the outside. But so it comes with a standing desk, you get a chair. I provide a 22-inch monitor for everyone, and then this little docking station here that they can plug into their computer, their laptop, which will connect it all up. And you also get you guys can't see it here, but it's a file cabinet that's lockable, so you can keep your stuff locked up here. But yeah, so folks like, hey, I want to have a standing desk. They can come in and have this spot right there. Oh, so with that, we'll stop it there. Yeah, we got power outlet right here. It's actually on the device here, as well as, I'm trying to think here. Did it come with one? No, this one doesn't have power. That's why I ran it up here to it. So they get a power strip right here as well. Everyone gets a power strip. So we got that taken care of. We're on that. So yeah, no worries about charging their stuff. They're gonna have plenty of power. I've got power outlets all over the place here. The other thing is I provide internet as well. So, oh, by the chair, yeah, there's power outlet right there, bud. Yep, right there. We got power outlet. We're all set. Yeah, I've got, this has got multiple outlets all over the place. Hey, what's up? Hi. So I got the redhead just showed up, guys. So be finishing up here in a second, but with this, when folks that come in here, they get the desk, they get the, obviously the chair, they get this whole setup, and then they also get, I have free internet access for everybody. So they come in here, they can, in like this office, with all this is $400 a month. They come in, they have access to the conference room, the kitchenette, obviously bathroom facilities, they have parking, all the things they need to be professional, as well as a mailing address. So it's good stuff. All right, well, hey, everybody, I'm going to take off. I got 2 more of these to put together, and I got some cleanup I got to do. I got some potential clients coming through. So with that, hopefully I earned your subscription today. Hey, Ghetto Planet, it's always good to see you. Take care, folks, and I will see you next time.